Hello guys, Zone 5, the Tube Spotter here, and today is another day again. Today marks the 15th anniversary of the 7/7 bombings. 15 years, damn. For those of you who don't know what the 7/7 bombings is, the 7/7 bombings is a terrorist attack that happened in London, where I live, and it is a series of 4 explosions that happened on both the tube and the bus. Well, one bus actually. 3 tube trains were bombed and a bus was bombed. And on Twitter was going so nuts at the moment. Well, not nuts, but viral, because there's loads of people adding loads of images of the attack. And I'm going to be reading some of these stories, and I was reading some of the stories of the people who experienced the bombings, and it really touched me. So I'm going to show you. I'm going to share you guys the yes, this is my wallpaper I've made. I'm going to read out the tweets that people say about 7/7. Alright. I'll wait for it to load. Got like no planes and trains. Yeah. Right. I'm gonna look. Here's my banner. Right. Alright, what am I doing? I'm gonna type in 7/7 bombings. There we go. 7/7 bombings. Let's see. Right. Here we go. This guy, Paul Mitchell, says, 15 years ago today, I stepped on a tube train at King's Cross, 6 feet away from a suicide bomber, detonated his bomb, killing 26 in the carriage. I was lucky. 52 died over 4 sites, many more injured. Never gets easier. My love goes out to all bereaved families. That's a like. Yeah, that seems that is a scary sight to imagine as a reader. It's just wow, 6 feet away from a suicide bomber. Wow, and he didn't know. He never knew it was going to happen. That was madness. Anyways, any more? Oh yes, here's one. 15 years ago today, I stepped on the train at Liverpool Street Station. I stepped off the train into a tunnel full of smoke and terrified people. I came out of Aldgate Station scared, covered in soot, and completely confused. I was one of the lucky ones. #London bombings. Wow. That also touched me when I read that as well. Stepped off a train and into a tunnel full of smoke and terrified people. I cannot imagine the screams and the screams. Sir, are you okay? And all that. It's. Let me keep reading. I'm gonna keep reading that. That's a good one. I already liked and retweet. It's good that when people, when you remember something really tragic, you write you write down your story. It's really interesting. Let's see. I've been seeing some stories. Here's one. 15 years ago today, I was on my way to work in the city on the Circle Line. One of the scariest days ever. I missed being on that Aldgate train just by 3 minutes. Jeez. will never forget 7/7. 15 years has gone very quickly. And he ain't finished, there's more. Trying to get a phone call out to my parents was one of the hardest things ever. Dad, I'm okay, can't talk, don't worry, I'm unsafe. Was just such a terrifying day to be close at it all. Wow. Any more? Oh, this is the one that really got to me. This one really got to me, and that will just stay in my head forever. Listen to this. I will never forget that morning on 7th of July, 15 years ago. Russell Square and Tavistock Square. 5 minutes walk from my flat. I was on the Walburn Walk, getting a paper on my way to UCH. Realised I'd forgotten my phone. Went back to get it, only to hear the explosion. This is the bus. That's the This is the bus, the number 30 bus at Tavistock Square that exploded. Yeah, I mean, look how wrecked that looked. If I was walking down that street and I hear a bus explode and see it explode, I will be scared shitless. I'll be scared. I would run for my life. Actually, no, I won't be scared shitless. I'll probably piss myself I'll probably wet myself if I see that. Cause I was like, oh my god, what's going on? That's mad. So I'm gonna like that as well. Actually, no. And since this really touched me, I'm gonna retweet it. Any more stories? Can't really believe it's been 15 years. Feels like yesterday. I can still hear all the crying and shouting. People not understanding why the trains were not running. Trying to force themselves on the platform even though no trains could move. Police running in and out. Yeah, I'm thinking that the same. It feels like it happened yesterday. But no, it happened 15 years ago. And I was 4 years old. I was a little child when 7/7 happened. I was a little child when this happened. Damn. It does feel like it's just happened yesterday, yeah. I was in a year 5 school play rehearsal when the London bombings happened. All they told hashtag London bombings, I should say. All they told us was London was shut. Can't believe it's been 15 years. Unfortunately, I also remember my horrid teacher getting angry at me for crying because my dad worked in the city and I was scared. What? Let me read that again. Unfortunately, I also remember my horrid teacher getting angry at me for crying because my dad worked in the city and I was scared. Oh, that teacher's a bitch. Like, come on. Yeah, that was rude of that teacher. I'm gonna like. I'm gonna comment. Let's see. Someone said I was in year 6. One of the teachers came running into our class. My teacher was her friend, bawling her eyes out. Her husband has been one of those who killed. Anyways, I'm not gonna comment in this video. I'm just gonna do some likes and retweets. 15 years ago, how could I forget? I was walking along Euston Road in the days. The place, usually buzzing, was so eerie. I'm not sure if I say that right. Don't comment shit, people. Something had happened. Then my phone started going off. Friends, family, are you okay? Yeah. Yeah, that's the scary part. When you're out London, you hear shit like this. You fear about your family members because, especially if your family member lives really far away and you live in London or any other city, any other busy city where terrorist attacks mostly happen, more common happenly, you start to panic. You panic and you take care of your family members. Yeah, that was sad. Any more? Any more stories? You're up to date. Are there any more stories? I think that's all the stories I've read. Oh, 15 years ago today, I was working on the railway on the main line to London. We had no idea what was going on. I had people crying in my arms, asking what had happened to their loved ones. We relied on the press for details. It was a terrible day. Yeah, I agree, it was a terrible day. I won't read that one because I don't want to get hate on my videos. 7-7, rest in peace. I was on the tube in front at Aldgate. Never will forget the noise. My secretary, who was on the same tube, would get on one again. Wow. 7-7 today. BBC Coventry Radio saved me. I was interviewed 6 a.m. about my organisation of a youth baseball tournament there, so I ended up going to work super early via Piccadilly line, getting off at Russell Square. That attack happened exactly the time I would have been there. Wow. Glad you're still alive. Today is the 17th anniversary, 15th anniversary of the 7-7 bombings, London bombings. I was on air that day at BBC London News as the capital was under attack. I will never forget the callers and the testimony as they emerged from the tube. Rest in peace to all 52 who lost their lives. Yeah, like. And also, like to this one and this one. Is there any more stories? There's a lot of stories I've seen. Oh, and these are all the people who died on that day. R.I.P. to all of you. Rest in peace. 52 people who died. Sad day, man. It's a really sad day. Also, Sadiq Khan and Boris Johnson made their tweets. Man, it's sad. Yeah. Anyways, guys, that's the 7-7 stories. Hope you guys enjoy my video. Let me go back to my image. That's the 7-7 bombing story. Reading comments. Hope you guys enjoy my video. Please don't comment shit. Don't give me hate, guys. It's 15 years for Christ's sake, and let's remember this tragic day because we need to remember, because terrorist attacks are unacceptable. Terrorism should not exist. Seriously, it should not exist. Now, before I go, I'm going to tell you about my story. I wasn't there. I wasn't on the tube or on the bus. I wasn't up the city as well. I was at home. I was 4 years old. I was a 4-year-old boy at the time. I was a 4-year-old boy. I was living in Leytonstone at the time, and my mum and dad were watching the news, and they heard about that tragic story, that tragic scene. These tube trains blown up. That bus was in pieces. My God, it was a terrible day. 7/7's a terrible day. We will never forget that. Anyways, guys, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you guys for watching, and goodbye.